that one. And we hit go live over here.
I had a paper somewhere. Or it's just something to write on.
Give me something to write on, man.
Look at that. And you are live in both places. I am going to hit the mute on my Zoom here. Go ahead, you play your music.
Ready?
What? Josh will take care of
He is a man with the
it. Stop looking. Look, he's the best intern we've had,
I know.
ever. I want titty cake. It's in here. It's in there. He's what? He wasn't joking. I didn't see it.
You want to fuck with
We're
someone?
having some
Use black paper and write with white ink.
so we are late, but we will go the full hour, if
That
not
might look a
longer.
little.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
That might fuck.
I
Always.
thought that said at first.
You're always
SpaceX
great.
What the hell is that?
headed to ISIS. Why'd you lose her?
I left it in your bedroom. Right over in the spare room there for Chris and Tamara.
Has to do all the driving and button pushing and contemplating.
Yeah, anything you want to write down here?
Things falling apart.
I do.
It's all in your hands. I'm just the
What are you?
as you
Oh, you were
were
testing.
seeing how it ate you a peach. You're the peach. I'm the pit.
You have any thing you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'll get a notebook in a minute. I just really needed to sit down. My knees were like ready to come out.
You're gonna
What else? I have to get my bell,
I can
pad and
just
paper.
good evening, my
Actually,
fellow.
I think
You have
that's
any
it.
other things you want to
It's your daily
talk
hello.
about? You want
Happy,
something?
happy
You want something right on there?
Saturday. It's the 340th day. It's 26 seconds ago.
You didn't listen to
Okay.
probably
Today is
Room 13 this morning,
Field
but
Day.
Fish
No,
was
you're not
talking
supposed
about
to see
story. He had a
Apple
number of
Pie
stories
Pie
today
Pie
about
Pie
accidentally running into hookers.
It
So
commemorates
we
the
should
day
do a
Paul
segment
Fisher
on
in the United
how to
States.
recognize a
Paul Fisher
streetwalker.
Are we muted for them?
Yeah.
Oh.
They can't hear.
Moderation
We should do a
Oh,
segment.
is this them now?
Yeah.
in America.
They're broadcasting through Melissa's
1830s,
computer right here because she couldn't figure it out tonight.
Actually
Okay,
hard
so
Jamie
they
could-
running into hookers. What?
We should do a segment on how to recognize a
Most
streetwalker.
participants were male.
That's fine.
Those who support
Are they listening? Are we? They can hear us.
alcohol as the
You see what I'm saying? This is.
devil alcohol. The movement took hold at a time when women had
No, not him.
rights and the country was beginning
Fish.
slavery. Efforts and more were changing.
We're broadcasting what
The
we're
temperance
saying.
movement shifted the view on alcohol from moderation to eradication. Kind of like they've been trying to do with the war on drugs. The amendment went into effect in 1920. Congress, on the other hand, proposed the 21st Amendment to the Constitution on February 20th, 1933. The amendment repealed the 18th Amendment, so booze began to flow again, and it was ratified on December 5th. It's also International Ninja Day. You know, all them karate moves. Ninjas first appeared around the 600, around the year 600. So they've been around for a day or three. Brad says he hears people
Maybe 5.
talking over us.
People
I don't know. I
talking
don't
over
hear us. Jen says we can hear Whiskey and Chris, and Chris fixed it. I'll continue reading.
Oh yeah, they're muted
Ninjas
now.
first
That's
appeared
fine.
around 600. Historically, they served samurai warriors. They spied on or assassinated an enemy. Well, some sources suggest that they were actually fallen samurai themselves. Most point to the common man, the man on the street, and the woman. And they walked among farmers and servants of everyday life. The skills of a ninja were passed down from generation to generation. And if a father was a ninja, then he would likely train his son or daughter to be one as well. Now, here's one everybody should love. It's National Sausage Tort Day. Yeah, you kind of going, what the Sam Hill's a sausage tort? It's also known as a sausage tort. Same word to me. It's a unique type of chocolate cake. Austrian Franz Schasser invented it in 1832. Vienna, as a matter of fact, considers the sausage tort one of their most famous culinary specialties. The sausage tort is made by layering apricot jam between a rich chocolate sponge cake, and then you top it with a liar. Yeah, the whole cake's just
liar?
laying there. You cover it in a layer of chocolate icing. Here's one everybody can get into literally. It's bathtub party day that encourages us all to skip the ordinary shower and linger in the tub instead. If you have young kids, it's a time saver to plunk 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 of them in the tub all at once. And as long as they don't drown, you're in good shape. And getting them all sudsed up and playing with their favorite water toys are some of the most memorable times about raising kids. It's also good for saving water while everyone has some good, clean fun. Now, for adults, on the other hand, a steamy bath is great during cold and flu season. It helps clear our sinuses. It improves our oxygen intake. It also increases our circulation, which is good. The warm water reduces inflammation, easing aching joints and sore muscles. It also helps relieve stress. Today is also Sky Warn Recognition Day. I thought that was from the Terminator. Oh, no, that's Sky Watch. Okay, I was close. Sky Warn actually acknowledges the contributions of public servant volunteers, storm spotters, who provide essential weather information as it's happening. As the storms are swirling, they're out checking out the weather. Each year on the first Saturday in December, the day honors those volunteers who pay attention when the winds pick up or the skies turn dark. Their efforts keep their communities safer by communicating warnings to the National Weather Service. I are a weather spotter, trained weather spotter. I get recertified every year they have training. Now, here's one that sounds not good. It's a National Rhubarb Vodka Day. I can go with the vodka part, but not so much the rhubarb. You're supposed to pour a glass and raise a toast to the unique tartness that rhubarb brings, this versatile spirit. Yeah, I guess you can cut vodka with almost anything. Rhubarb vodka was originally introduced to the United States of America in 2010 by Maple River Distillery in historic downtown Hazleton, North Dakota. Well, many think of rhubarb as a vegetable. It isn't. It's actually a fruit, not from San Francisco. In 1947, the decision came to the New York courts. The court determined that rhubarb is more frequently used as a fruit than a vegetable in the United States. As a result, the courts determined that the purposes of duties and regulations that rhubarb would be deemed a fruit. So it's kind of like a tomato is actually a fruit and not a vegetable.
But
I got a question
what
for you,
exactly
dear.
is it that makes a rhubarb a fruit versus a vegetable? Because
The
I know
court-
with tomatoes it has to do with the seeds.
Well, in this case, it was the Chicago court. So a court ruling determined. I
Interesting.
got a question for you, honey.
Okay.
Why did the lady sing lullabies to her purse?
I don't know
No
why.
idea. She wanted a sleeping bag. Ooh, that one was terrible. I don't write them. I just read them.
Remember last week we did the monolith story, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so the one that we did, the Utah one,
Right?
they have taken it down. They removed
I
it.
know.
But we did find 2 more, right?
Right. Well, actually, they after the one in Utah disappeared, one turned up in Tascadero, California, and has since disappeared as well. But there's a new one now that has popped up just outside a Pittsburgh candy store, as a matter of fact. capitalizing on the intrigue surrounding other monoliths and hoping to provide a distraction from the daily drumbeat of COVID news. The owner of commissioned a 10-foot tall, 24-inch wide triangle of plywood covered in sheet metal. There's a mystery behind it, said Beers, even though he stripped the whodunit angle from his monolith, which he freely admits was designed to drive up candy sales. Nothing with good old-fashioned commercialism. And Beers said he was captivated by the sculptures that made headlines starting in November, the first appearing in Utah's Red Rock Canyon, and resembled the monoliths in Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film, 2001. He enlisted a colleague to erect, there's the bell, a similar enigma outside a store. One Facebook post was all it took to generate a media buzz around the mysterious metallic creation. Hopefully it's a reminder to support small local businesses, which we just had Small Business Saturday last week.
That's right.
That's been so badly hit by COVID-19, said Beers. We went black. Are we still there on audio? An independent chain of 10 candy stores in Pennsylvania and Ohio. He says, and it isn't fun to have something to talk about besides the pandemic. And it sure is. Since the monolith went up, business has been brisk at Grandpa Joe's. Customers eagerly take selfies with the monolith. There were a whole bunch of pictures with that. Heading inside to load up on Christmas sweets. Facebook's is driving candy sales online. Come see the monolith before it mysteriously disappears, said a post on Facebook. One of Joe's said, it's made out of chocolate, commented one hopeful fan on the page. Like, that would be cool if he had 10 feet of chocolate stuck outside his front door.
I know, that's interesting.
I think it's pretty cool. The guy had good thought going, well, sugars. If everybody else is going to come up with one, why not me?
That would definitely be a lot of sugar.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. There's pictures again.
So
Yeah, Facebook
I
was short
found
for a minute.
another one in Texas.
Okay.
Okay, so this one has a video. So, Chris, let me know if we're not showing the video. And I don't know where this is. There it is.
Hi, Rocky. Ooh, Copenhagen.
Okay, so there's the one that they took down.
That's the one in Utah.
Yeah.
We did the story on that one too.
That was last week.
And then one turned up, I think, in Peru or in the Andes.
So it's close that window. Okay. So yeah, they're coming up and they're taking them down. And
Do you think
be
it's an
black.
art stunt, a marketing scheme for, hey, that's my next story. Do you think it's a marketing stunt, some kind of artist trying to make a name for himself, like, Bansky did, doing the sides of buildings?
I find it hard to believe that someone didn't. I mean, I don't know how big that or busy that area where the candy shop is, to where someone wouldn't drive down the road and see someone putting it together, and
Well,
what I
they're
mean?
putting it
I
up
mean,
in remote locations.
well, yeah, out in the woods, and where the one in Utah and all that, no one's gonna see you, but in front of a candy shop, how did they do that? And no one said, wonder what they're doing. That's kind of weird.
It is.
I think I would notice if somebody was putting up some weird object in the middle of, Makes
I
no
don't know.
sense to me.
It has a well, they're just popping them up and down. So it's got to be some kind of a publicity stunt of some sort.
It also
You know,
makes
they're
you
going to
wonder
come out with
too,
some kind of triangle soda or something that it's,
like
you
the
know,
one in front of the candy shop. Okay, they couldn't have put it in cement, which was what the
well, yeah,
sidewalk
that one we
was.
know the guy did to drum up business. I think that's great.
Yeah. And the other ones, it didn't really look like the ground was dug into, like the one in Utah when they showed where they had removed it and everything. It didn't. There wasn't a hole or anything else. It was like it was just stood up there.
Right.
I don't know. These people are, yeah, kind of
And it
weird.
keeps moving around. Hi, Rocky. We have Rocky in. She says hi. Jen said
Okay.
hi. And my sister said my dad used to love rhubarb pies. That was one of his favorite pies. It's like, whew.
I actually used to use rhubarb in like these shakes when I used to put all these shakes together. It actually doesn't taste that bad. Doesn't taste as bad as kale does. Ugh.
I don't know. I think there's just something about pink celery that,
Yeah. Doesn't really have. I mean, it doesn't have a taste. I've never noticed that it really has any kind of weird taste. So, yeah.
shall I go to New
Yes.
York?
Sure. Let's go to New York.
Let us go to New York. A New York woman whose hair measures 8.7 inches high,
Yeah.
8.85 inches wide, and a staggering 4 foot 10 inches in circumference. Oh,
Yeah. It was
okay,
pretty
4
big.
feet. So she doesn't fit through doors unless she goes sideways, I'm guessing. Let's see. She's awarded the Guinness World Record for the largest afro.
Mhm.
Simone Williams of Brooklyn. Hey, I wonder if she knows Ocasio Ortega Cortez. She might. Who
It
knows?
might. She might be her buddy.
They could go to the same bar. She said she was inspired by the even Adagas, the previous record holder for the largest afro. She inspired me to make the attempt. I Googled world's largest afro, and when she came up, I was in awe, Williams recalled. At the time, I didn't think my hair was anywhere close to hers, but she has goals, and she was happy to see that she was recognized, and there was a chance for others to be recognized too,
She's
Simone
got
said.
hair goals.
Yeah, she has hair gold. She has only been growing her hair out naturally for about 9 years. Wow. I started getting perms or straightening my hair in middle school and wore my hair straight until college, she said. I chose to transition to natural hair at the age of 23. It began because, well, I wanted to save money spent on the hair salon and help with the cost of moving into my first apartment. I think we got a picture of the young
Yeah,
little
so I have a
lassie
picture
with
of
her
her.
poofed out fro.
Let's see.
I wonder if she uses a garden rake to smoosh that out, to poof it. You know how they used to have them forks to,
Right.
right?
What are they called? Now I can't. Pick. It's a pick. Yeah.
Pick, right.
Yeah.
There she
Remember
is.
they used to like just
Almost.
stick it in the side of their head and walk around with
See,
it.
now that to me, that doesn't look like no 4 foot of hair. It's
Uh-uh.
thick, but it doesn't look like it's that big.
Yeah, it's more to me. It's more wide, like around,
Right.
than it is up. I would
But
think.
still, you
that,
figure
know,
that's shoulder width at least.
Oh, it's wider than. Yeah, that's wider than shoulder width. So
You
that
think
must
so?
be how they measured it as width, not height.
Well,
because there-
it said 4 foot and change. So yeah, they were
Hmm.
doing a circumference.
Interesting. Very interesting.
They should have
Yeah.
done that story on January, February, March. Let's see, 4.3. So yeah, January, February, March. So in April, April 3rd, as a matter of fact, they should have done it. Then she would have had, it would have gone together,
That's true.
her hair and circumference, and then they halved it. It would have been pi, right? what
That
you
is
used
very,
to do.
very true. Yes. So, I couldn't find anything on hair, but I did find something on what's in our food.
Uh-oh. I
y'all,
mean,
y'all
like
predict
the amount of contaminants that we can, or that our government allows them to put
the
in hot dogs.
this is something to do with when it says natural ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what the natural ingredients are. So, you've been eating holly beaver for years and probably had no idea.
Oh,
And
so that's
there's
why
some.
Holly's always so chipper.
I know, but there's other things too. So they use the stuff from a beaver's bum, as they put it in the article. Um, it's some kind of secretion that comes off the anal glands of beavers, and they put that in various different things. Like it's called castoreum. It's a
Okay.
sugary flavoring made from the secretion of the glands near a beaver's anus. Uh,
Hmm. Talk about a sweet
they
beaver butt.
they use it to attract and mark their territory, attract the mate and mark the territory. We use it as vanilla, raspberry, or strawberry sweetener for drinks and sweets. It
I
can
am
also,
not buying another raspberry blueberry soda in my life. I
I
am
know,
not
right?
drinking beaver butts. I
Oh
love you
wait,
to
it
death,
even gets.
Holly, but
Oh
no.
wait, it even gets better though. Okay, so it can be found in alcoholic beverages, baked
Such
goods.
as,
It doesn't say. You look on the ingredients. If it says natural flavoring, uh, baked good, frozen dairy products, chewing gum, and sweet. Also, meat products, pudding, gelatin, ice cream, vanilla flavoring, raspberry flavor, and a few others. Okay, so hair. Hair
like
contains
Fuzzy
the,
Wuzzy,
yeah, like the hair on your head contains a L-cysteine amino acid.
right?
Um, okay, and that's the stuff that you can find in your hair and nails. The um, they put it in bread,
It's called
like
yeast.
pizza dough, and things like that. Most likely, they say it comes from duck feathers and hog hair. I
Duck
think I'm
feathers
gonna
and who hair?
like hog,
Oh,
pig.
like piggy
Yeah,
hogs, like
yeah, they have
roasted
hair on them.
over
Right.
an open fire. Okay.
Okay, then we've got antifreeze, propylene glycol.
Uh-huh.
Um, it is used to stop fat clumping in your ready-made cake mixes.
Oh, goody. No wonder
Yeah,
they
it's
say
kind of.
sweets will kill you. Yeah, it's got antifreeze in it. It works on cats and dogs, so I'm sure it'll kill people
Exactly.
just as quick.
Then we have beetles. They're cochino
A
beetles.
band out of England, right?
Yeah, that's them. Let's see. They are harvested by hand from cactus pads and then boiled, dried, and crushed to make vibrant red food coloring. So don't eat any more red food either. Any of you that are fans of Miss Kipling's Battenberg cakes, Tesco's, they're one of the main ones. They use a lot of that. Okay,
Oh,
we got
goodness.
wood. We got cellulose, known as dietary fiber. It can be found in wood pulp and cotton. It's used to pad out packaged bread to help reduce the fat content.
I know we've been eating dirt in ice cream for years. It's
I can
kaolinite.
handle dirt.
It's
Then we
kaolinite.
have
Yeah.
this thing called TBHQ, which is tert butylyl hydroquin or something like that, quinone.
Gesundheit.
It's found at the petrol pump, but is sometimes used to preserve your favorite high-fat snacks. Let's see. It shows a Reese's. Yeah, Reese's nut bars contain it. It can also be found in crackers, noodles, fast and frozen foods. Yeah. Okay, then we have wax.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
good. I like wax.
Carnauba wax is made using Brazilian palm trees and keeps foods and cars shiny. So you know when you get these like
Yeah, we used to
apples and
get.
whatever. In there.
Remember wax lips when you were a kid?
Yes, yes. So they use that on glazed donuts, gummy sweet, and shoe polish.
I can safely say I haven't eaten too much shoe polish. I generally can tell the difference between that and Shinola. Or wait a minute, shoe polish is Shinola. I guess it's the other I can tell the difference between.
Okay, then we have brominated vegetable oil, which is used in zesty carbonated drinks to prevent the flavoring from floating to the top. And it's dangerous. Citrus flavor soft drinks have it in it. Says in 2014, Coca-Cola and Pepsi were among many companies who said they would remove it after a petition was formed. It doesn't say that they did remove it, but they said that they would.
That's
Then we
like
have
Coca-Cola said they quit putting cocaine in their sodas. Do you
oh
think
yeah, I
they
know,
did?
right? But that was how it started. It was a headache remedy.
It worked.
So next we have caramel coloring. It's known as E510 artificial caramel, and it's used in let's see, it enriches the color, like makes it look darker or whatnot.
Okay, so it's the caramel coloring.
Doesn't say what it's in though. It just says it's used in drinks and stuff. So yeah, pretty much everything that we're eating, unless we go vegetarian, is yeah, it's got something in it. Yeah,
Not good.
yeah, makes me want to go on a let's don't eat diet.
Yeah, Jen said that especially the red M&Ms are bad for you.
Oh yeah, the red
How about
color,
the green
the red
ones?
dye.
I like the green ones.
Who was it? Wasn't
Well,
there
the
a
green,
band
the
that had
yellow.
them pick out? There was a band that used to have them pick out the green M&Ms. You know, because
Well, I
they
know
have their
with
little.
M&Ms, yeah,
Yeah.
the reason they don't melt in your hand
Hmm.
is because they take beetle wings and crush them up and turn it into some kind of a glaze and shoot it over it. So it's like shellac. That's what keeps them from, supposed to keep them from melting in your hands. Hello,
Yeah.
Chris.
Van Halen. That was it. Let's see. Van Halen demanded via a clause embedded in their tour rider that no brown color. It's brown. So they had to pick out all of the brown M&Ms from because they have like a apparently bowls of M&Ms backstage. They required in their rider that all the brown M&Ms be picked out.
That must be nice to have that kind of authority.
Yeah, they need to go walk on some Legos.
By Chris, they do. You know, there's a group of 5 ladies who have done just that. They broke a Guinness World Record when they collectively, so this is a relay, they collectively walked 2.04 miles barefoot over a pile of Legos. Katie Wells, founder and CEO of lifestyle website Wellness
why?
Mama,
Why would you
gathered
do that?
friends. Do what?
Why? Why did they do this?
To break the
think they're
Guinness Book
glutton
of
for
World
punishment.
Records. Everybody wants to get their name in print. It gives them their 15 minutes of fame. And they only took an hour each to do it.
I
They
think I would rather walk on a flame. You know
The hot coals.
what do you call it? Yes, I'd rather walk on the hot coals than Legos any day.
And the reason people don't get burned when they do that, the bottoms of your feet perspire as you're going across the hot rocks, and you have a layer of water between you and the hot rocks so they don't burn you.
Well, they had nothing between their feet and these. These
Yeah, no, the women
horrible
had to
things.
complete a minimum of 20 laps on the 32.8-foot track in 1 hour to break the record. And they exceeded their own expectations by achieving a total distance of 2.04 miles on the track. Says one of my goals for this year was to set a world record, and knowing the importance of community, I knew I wanted to attempt it with other moms. Well said. How many of us moms have had the experience of a Lego to the foot while walking across the room in the middle of the night to get a fussy baby, or while running across the house to answer the door, or to check the oven? I can honestly say I haven't. Of course, I'm not a mom. I got boobs,
This
but I'm not
makes
a
my
mom.
feet hurt just thinking about it.
Well, and the attempt was verified by the Guinness adjudicator who attended the attempt virtually. Medical professionals were on the scene to make sure everything was performed to a Guinness specifications. Thank you. Too many beers and you can't get specifications out correctly.
Okay, well, you want to see the picture of
The gals attempting to run their barefooted tootsies across plastic blocks with multiple corners. Sure, why not?
Okay, well, here is the picture of them and their piles of hurtful things.
Her and her crew of motley moms there.
I wonder though, because see, they're in a pile, which
Almost.
to me
They
is
came on
totally
and then they went off. Come on.
different. But that's
Hello.
totally different than walking down the hall and there's one solitary block sitting there waiting to attack you. And
Right. Well, right now we're looking
you know what I'm
at.
saying?
Not right now because it's black.
Chris, where you at? It's black. It's black.
I fixed it.
There we are.
Okay. It's that delay.
He's so good. That
Yeah,
guy behind the glass.
I don't know.
We'll have
That
to send him
might
a
be-
check or something.
That might be easier than stepping on one block while you're walking.
Yeah, because they have
down the
enough
hall.
there that, well, you're pretty much walking on a layer, so it's not any one particular sharp
Yeah,
piece. It's,
that's what I mean. That'd be kind of like walking on gravel to me. I
that
don't
would
know.
be about a good equivalent, walking on gravel.
Yeah, I can handle that. So I found the world's longest Lego walk, and I have this one on video. So,
Go video. And let there be video.
I'm Dimitri.
I'm adjudicator Claire, an official Guinness World Records adjudicator.
Adjudicator.
That means a judge.
Today we're going to be trying to break a world record by stepping on Lego bricks barefoot, and the current record is 146.94 feet. We're going to be walking in a spiral,
And by we mean Dimitri.
and I'm going to need to clear a certain line and then walk back in order for it to count. So let's just get this thing started.
Okay.
Today, Rubriculous will be attempting the Guinness World Records title for farthest distance walking on Lego bricks barefoot. Loose Lego bricks must be used, and they must be evenly distributed throughout the walk. When the attempter has completed their attempt, I will measure the distance at the heel of their further back foot.
Let's go, Dimitri!
Slow.
Break
Just
the
slow.
record!
Dimitri, are you ready? 3, 2,
I'd like to have the
1,
money that they
go.
wasted on all the blocks.
I know him, guys.
To walk in the park!
I know him.
Come on, D.
Stretch.
Oh, with the arms.
Right.
With the arms.
Amen.
With the arms. I love it.
That's my best friend!
Oh, he's looking good. Oh, he's getting a little wobbly. A little wobbly.
It doesn't look like it's that bad.
It's like a walk in a park made of glass.
You got this. Don't fall, don't fall.
I'm sure you hit that one every once in a while.
Take your time. Good. Yes!
You can tell when he does because his feet
that
move,
was okay.
otherwise he's fine.
That one felt real good.
All right.
I like the way that one felt.
The swag on the upper half.
You see that?
Oh,
You got
Wait a
this.
minute, they spilled a little bit. Hey,
Take your time.
It's slippery.
Good job, D. Oh, he's
It's slippery.
moving.
Take your time, D.
This is my time. I'm taking my time
How
right
you
now.
feeling?
This
How
is
you
my time.
feeling?
You're good?
Gosh.
You're good?
Oh gosh. All right.
Yeah, I think I'd be going quickly too.
Guys, this is the current world record right here.
You're gonna break the
This is the
record.
current world
Here we go.
record.
Here we go. Woo! It's all
Not yet. Not yet.
here.
All right.
Oh no, he's got to go back. Oh, okay.
You got this, D. Keep going, keep going.
Feeling real good. Ah.
And see, those are
Go, baby, keep going.
oh, I see, those are laps.
Yikes. Huh. I
That's
wonder what the
definitely
bottom of his
different.
feet look like.
Oh, I am so impressed with you right now.
Dude, that was perfect.
Thanks. Ain't no thing. But we're gonna get the results.
Rubriculus, I can confirm that today you achieved 1,264 feet and 6 inches, a new Guinness World Records title.
Oh, gosh.
You are officially amazing.
Whoa, let's go.
Hey, yeah.
Watch more ridiculous.
Yeah.
1,264 feet and 6 inches.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I think
It
I'd
looks
rather do.
painful, but it wasn't that bad, I don't think.
I'd rather do something like the Sleeping Guinness Book of World Record.
See how long you can pull a Rip Van Winkle?
Yeah, there we go. That works. Doesn't that work for you?
Doing?
That works for me. Doesn't it work for you?
Sure. A sleeping record. Well, I don't know. I crash out and I get about 6-ish hours in the evening. Give or take.
Did it help you with your education, like getting ahead?
You
in
know,
school?
no. My education came from the School of Hard Knocks. I'm a dumb butt. Although, you know, hey, down in your part of the country, as a matter of fact, down in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
there's a 12-year-old boy. He's been accepted into Georgia Tech. Now, my understanding is that's a pretty tough school to get into. That's in your part of the country. Is it a pretty rough one? It's pretty prestigious, isn't it?
I'm not a Georgia Tech fan. Go Dogs! Anyway, that's
Go
where all
Dogs.
the
Okay.
that's where all the technical, if you want to be in the technical.
So in other words, you got to be real smart. Well,
sciences
anyway,
and-
this
yeah.
12-year-old plans to go there and study aerospace engineering for a career in just that, space exploration. Caleb Anderson, 12, who is dually enrolled in high school and Chattahoochee Technical College. So he's already gone to 2 schools, plus he just applied to
Yeah,
his third.
Chattahoochee is actually right over here. I mean, it's probably like 10 minutes from here.
Oh, wowzer.
Yeah.
He's planning on starting classes at Georgia Tech this fall, his family said. He says, I'm thinking I'm going to go to Mars and do more school. I think that to try and get my master's at Georgia Tech, Anderson told WSB TV, then do an internship with Elon Musk, and then I'll probably get my PhD at MIT, and then I'll start working at either NASA or SpaceX. The boy's parents said they noticed that their son was exceptionally intelligent at a very young age, at 3 weeks old. 3 weeks.
What do you
He
do at
did
3 weeks
notice
old?
that Caleb was trying to mimic some of the words. By 4 months, he was picking up basic signs. Mother Claire Anderson said. Father Kobe Anderson said Caleb was asking questions from the time he was able to talk. He's kind of always been that way, where you'll ask these very deep, profound questions, and you don't expect to see that from a 3-year-old, he said. That's kind of been our road, our journey. The precocious 12-year-old has received an offer from comedian Steve Harvey and said he'd cover the cost of his tuition at Georgia Tech and offered some advice for other kids seeking to emulate his success. If you want to succeed, you have to do two things. Number one, you have to learn to fail, he said. That's really a big part of winning, too. And the second part is you always have to try. If somebody says that you can't do that, that doesn't mean that it's not possible. So try and try again. Man, 12. I'm pushing 60. Well, I'll be 64 in what, a couple of weeks now. I couldn't do that. No.
No. I went to Georgia Tech. I got my
Did ya?
GED. I only went there to take my GED test.
Oh, okay. You took your test there.
No, I
That's
went
funny.
to Kennesaw. I did go to college way after, 13 years after.
Right.
Yeah.
It took some of us a little while after we should have been in school to actually make it to school.
Oh, I had 3 kids when I started college, so yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Now, talk about having a full load to start classes. Wow.
So, there is another kid, teenager, 19, who is going to be the youngest in Alabama to get a law degree.
Oh, wow.
So, let's see. Seth Harding graduated out of high school at 10 years of age. Yeah, I was going to say, because you're looking at 8 years of college, like 4 of college and 4 of law school. This, believe it or not, an average age to graduate in their family. He's the 6th oldest sibling, sorry, of 10. Apparently they all went to college early. So, Seth went on to receive his bachelor's degree and a minor in political science and his next stop, law school. So, yeah, got a little ways to go, but going to be one of the youngest lawyers in Alabama. Interesting. I need to go back. I need to go back to when I was like 12 or so and bust my butt and do something like that.
Back in those days, I wouldn't want to try and do it today. I wouldn't want to be a kid today.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, Common Core too. You gotta remember. I couldn't when Dylan would bring home his math with this Common Core, and I'm gonna tell you, while I was in college, I pretty much should have majored in math because that was all I seemed to do was math back to back. I had 2 extra credits in math, and when he brought home his homework from high school, yeah, I would watch these videos, and I'm just like, huh? I mean, it's like 2 plus 2 did not equal 4 anymore. It was 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and then they make this big box and they do all this stupid stuff, and it's oh god, I would not want to be a kid. No, that's just too much.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to try and redo being a kid today. They don't teach the same things. Although, we should. You said that the story you just did, wasn't that Michael Canary or however you pronounce his name?
That was the youngest kid to. That is the youngest kid
college
graduate from high school. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. And I know I sent it to you. There it is. Yeah, he's the world's youngest college graduate.
Right.
He also lived in Alabama. In 1994, he was 10 years old and graduated from University of Alabama with a degree in anthropology. And that earned him the Guinness Book of World Record. And that I know of so far, no one has.
For being the youngest college grad ever, right?
Yes. He has a IQ of nearly 200.
Wow. And the article was saying that he does improv down in Nashville. We ought to see if we can get him on the show sometime.
And they got a thing on here about at age 4 months, he asked his parents what's for dinner. 4 months. At 8 months, he learned to read. At 4 years, he joined Mensa, who
Oh,
has
goodness.
members of IQs up in the top 2%. 6 years old, earned his high school certificate and enrolled in Santa Rosa Junior College. 8, received his associate degree. 10, earned his bachelor degree. 14, master's degree in chemistry. 18, master degree in computer science. And at 22, earned his doctorate in chemistry from Middle Tennessee.
Wow.
I mean, that's, I was having kids at 21, so that's kind of crazy.
I think my IQ comes in someplace around 40, maybe 42.
I'm scared to test mine. Yeah, it might be pretty bad. I don't want people to think I'm stupider than I am.
Well, my daddy always said, son, better to let them think you a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt.
That's true. That's true. I'll just, pretend.
Poor thing. How we doing on time?
Let's see. We have about 5 or 6 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Were we having company or were we not having company?
I don't know. Are we having company, Chris? Christopher?
I thought we were
y'all
having
gonna
bodies
come and-
crash the show.
Are
but
y'all
I-
going to come and join us for a minute? Oh, Chris!
I'll take that as a snot.
I know. I think they left us.
They could be. There's a visitor to a northern Florida beach, and the erosion from Hurricane Eta that they just had uncovered something surprising. They found a shipwreck from the 1800s.
Did I break it again? What are you yelling for me for?
There you are.
We
No,
asked
you
if
guys
y'all were
joining?
going to join us for a few minutes.
Ah,
Yeah.
We had thought so, but were we?
shall
were
we all join them
mistaken?
for a couple minutes?
Yeah.
We know everybody wants to see the big party going on.
Of course. The large soiree down in the south. Definitely below the Mason-Dixon line.
Woohoo! Look at them! Look at them! So did y'all do your ice thing? Your time? Oh, he's got to get his sound.
Yeah.
There they go.
We're getting plugged up here.
It's the crew of Off
Too much cheese.
Too much what?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Gonna do their
Getting
show.
plugged up?
Good.
We're all plugged in.
Oh
Oh my gosh, what was
Hold the back.
Did you break it?
Rubber baby buggy bumper.
There we go. Hey guys, how are you tonight?
Tiffany, that was the sheet that was sent by thee.
What's happening? Off
Track Syndicate. I like
I
this.
can't hear her.
You can't hear us?
I see him moving his lips.
Hello?
No, don't hear me.
You can't. Are we having audio issues now?
And
How about now? How about now?
there is.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, how are you guys?
Woohoo!
Good
Yay!
evening, Off Track.
What's up?
So how's everybody feeling after y'all's partying last night?
Good.
Pretty good. We're professionals. Thank you.
Well, he is.
Wait, professional partiers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rusty's a professional.
Did y'all go do the ice thing?
Sean and I did. Yeah.
Yeah, the polar plunge.
Polar plunge.
Yeah, the ladies from Warhorse were kind enough to meet us down there at Jones Park in Gulfport here in Mississippi, and the tide was out unfortunately, but it worked out well still. They filmed us. We were kind of hoping that everybody would get to go, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. But you guys will have to check that video out on our Patreon account at some point. I'm just saying, that's how it's going to be.
Was it cold?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, Rusty. Were you
Damn
cold?
cold. Yeah, what are you talking
Well,
about?
Rusty's nuts shriveled up into his sack, so.
Well, there was some shrinkage. There was some shrinkage. Just want to say.
His lug nut.
He was a shriveled lug nut. Is that what you're saying?
Frosty lug nuts.
Frosty. I like that.
Were they running around going, I was in the pool! I was in the pool!
Yeah. Nip hole. Yeah. Yeah. You guys This is a good time down here. And you guys will hear all about it, of course, when we do our show, of course. But it's been really nice.
Some of it last night.
Oh, yeah, you guys got to capture some of the moments on Zoom, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Good time.
This is the first time y'all have ever done the show with all of you.
All of us in the same place.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
it's going to be great.
it is. It's going to be a good time.
Hey, intern Josh.
Meh.
Could you tilt that camera down just ever so slightly? We're missing most of those wonderful things
Oh,
you
the
stuck on
signs.
the table.
Yeah, there we go. Because it's less of us.
There we go.
Up, keep going.
A little bit more.
Keep press it, push it harder, Josh. Push it in harder.
Mash it. Oh, yeah, mash it. Oh.
Oh, that is kind of loud.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and now, Rusty, you want to push your stool in while you're at it?
I'll get that for you.
No, I was. Never mind.
What?
We got an intern, and he did a fabulous job.
This
He built this
guy.
table.
Yeah. He went and got some wood, built a table out of it. Melissa likes his wood.
It's the best.
That's what you said.
Think people should expect from the show tomorrow?
No, it's tonight.
And tomorrow.
Well, tonight and tomorrow. It'll replay
Yeah.
in its normal time slot, but we're going to do our
We're gonna be
show
live.
tonight.
Yeah.
Right after you guys get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the regular time?
No.
No.
Like, as soon as we hang up.
The audio only.
Regular time tomorrow.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
audio
it's
only
the
will
iHeart.
air tomorrow evening.
Yeah, iHeartRadio.
Anything anybody needs to expect?
I don't know. We haven't done it yet.
Possible F-bombs tonight, none tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, we're
This is Fire Trek Free Zone.
we are partaking.
No. We're only going to be on the Off Track Syndicate page and the Off Track YouTube page. So it's there might be some F-bombs that I'm going to have to edit out before we give it to Mojo.
Hey, but Chris, there's a slight possibility Brandon's going to stop by.
Oh God, there's going to be a lot of editing. Damn it.
Okay. There'll be like half the show. We'll just have to like ixnay. Ixnay on the O'Shea.
The F word better than I did.
It's true.
If I remember correctly, every other word was.
It was rough. There was a lot of editing that Rusty and I did on that show. He took 1 hour, I took 1 hour, and it took us an hour.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, I
Or was
think,
it just
I think
effing
my
fun?
side didn't. I think Chris ended up having the one that was like 5 or 6 of them. I think I only had like 3, if I remember right.
Did you have to do math? Did you bring an abacus with you?
When it
edit the show?
comes to F words and Brandon, there's math involved.
Is he here to defend himself?
He's not here yet.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he shows up.
He'll show up eventually.
Hey, what if it's like, do you remember when we went to MojoCon and the Morning Mojo was going on and everybody wanted to get a chance to watch Brad and, was it Brad and Brandon Morse?
Brad and Brandon.
Do
Yeah, we
their
were there
live
with
thing.
them.
So do you remember when they would filter some people in and then some people out?
Oh, yeah.
Remember it was like a...
We
might have to do that tonight.
That's what we did when we were in studio as well.
Yes.
And
The
there
three
was
of us.
that one girl that got kicked out.
Sitting on the casting couch.
That's right. No, what did I call it? I called it the dirty whore couch. I didn't call it the casting couch.
I sat on that with you, Jamie, and Christine, right?
We had pickle vodka at, what was it, like 9 o'clock in the
That was good.
Yes.
Look, it was 5 a.m. somewhere.
pickle vodka.
Somebody had absinthe.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I had that later on, about an hour later.
We did.
But I had
We had some
pickle
wormwood.
vodka while we were in there watching the show.
She liked the worm wood.
Yeah, I remember.
Shut your dirty whore mouth.
Thank you.
There's that. Yeah.
Thank you,
Hey,
Doc.
should we get that number 1? and put it
Oh,
out here,
yes. Because
on the table.
number 1. Absolutely.
But you know what?
It's almost gone.
You know what I would like to do?
Are you talking?
too? What?
What? You can't hear me?
Can you hear them very good?
Oh, okay. I can't
No, they're a
now.
little
We're
low,
moving
but I
your
can hear.
lips, but nothing was coming out.
Anyway, this has nothing to do with anything else other than grabbing that, because you can move the pictures around. I'd like to grab our picture and drop it down so our heads ain't, so we can see what we're.
Oh,
looking
yeah,
like,
because
you know
I have
what
to keep looking down.
Yeah, I'm looking over there.
I know.
Oh,
So
okay.
the Off
Yeah.
Track Syndicate page, pretty much as Ain't You a Peach Ants will be going
And
on,
I need to get in closer so Chris can move in because he's on the edge.
And the off-track syndicate.
Yep, and we will be live immediately following Ain't You a Peach.
Yep.
Well,
Boom.
Shakalaka.
Well, I guess
Boom.
we need
Mike.
to say our
Give the
goodbyes
off-track
to
their
our
airtime.
music and all that good stuff. And so, Leprechaun, where can they find you at?
catch me at Leprechaun56 on the Twitters and in the MeWe's. I'm all over the place. You can catch the Daily Hello over on the MeWe as well. How
And
about you, my dear?
everybody-
Where are you be?
On the, let's see, the Facebook page, the YouTube page, both of them. into a
Hello,
page,
Moto.
And the MeWe page, and we also are on all those that are running across, well, it's not on here, but, you know, Spreaker and Podcast, or Podchaser, Chris?
Right.
Where are we at?
Everywhere podcasts can be found.
Yeah, you guys are just about everywhere you can find a podcast.
Yeah,
They can find
so
you.
we're on a whole bunch of them. So,
Yeah, I'll be loading those up probably sometime this next week when I get back into the frozen state of Wisconsin. It'll
Hey,
be great.
Lep, I heard you get around, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
Shouldn't be hard or hard to find.
All over the place.
It shouldn't be hard.
Well, you know they make a little blue pill for that, right?
And green ones too.
And-
Yellow
oh
ones,
wait,
blue ones.
green.
Yeah.
How do you know how many
Colors.
colors they
I like
have?
the red pill.
Do you get the rainbow package?
Do you mind if my arm's over here?
Sure.
Comes out of Frisco.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't want you to
Francisco.
hashtag me to me or
Well, I'm waiting on the
pull
music
a-
to start, but it's going really slow.
It should be here any minute.
Yeah, it should be here any minute.
Dun,
But,
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch y'all's show and see how crazy. I'm gonna count all the F-bombs.
Did the intro did a really nice job setting up the microphones.
I'll tell you
Setting up
what.
all the,
Let me know if I
look
need a
that way.
layer.
Well, we'll see y'all shortly after, and we'll see everybody else next Saturday, 5 o'clock, Saturday afternoon Eastern time. Bye.
Peace out, Joe.